Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and I am playing some more Hearts of Iron 4. Now we're getting a bit bogged down in Africa, which is quite annoying. We need to clear this strait because we're building up our fleet in the Mediterranean, and that's not really getting us anywhere. And we're slowly conquering a bit back through Asia. We're waiting for a bunch of divisions from the Soviets to make their way over to help this front line out a lot, and hopefully push back the Americans. We need these people back. Yeah, we just don't have the numbers to hold these lines very well. Go ahead with your naval invasion when you're ready. Where are you guys coming in now? Okay, now we're getting outgunned in the air. Let's move our fighters back. We're still just happily bombing England. At least we've got that quite well secured. Are our military police not covering Luxembourg? No, they're not. Kind of beginning of this game, so I have a question. If I want to move my troops overseas, but when I try it, I get stuck. It gets stuck and nothing happens. Do you own both sides of the ocean that you're trying to cross? Or are you trying to do a naval invasion? Yeah, no problem, son. Thanks for coming. Oh, we already have a line for them. Good. Okay. Doesn't help that there's such large bodies of land to cover in Africa. How is Asia looking? Pretty damn slow. Can you guys just push up? Naval invasion, it should be easy. Get guys on Brazil and move to Africa. Brazil to Africa. So you would need to select your army, hit the naval invasion button, pick the port you want to leave from, and then right click on the area you want to go to, and it will draw a line. Depending what period of time you're in, you'll be limited on how many people you can actually assign to that order. So if we hit that army again, if we grab some people, whoops, not one person. If we grab some people and hold control to assign them to the order, we can, because I have like a cap of 50. But early on you might not have enough of a cap. But yeah, you would just assign some people to it and then just hit the go button. They'll sit there and do their planning. Usually takes about a week per division you're using. And you also need to have naval superiority in between, otherwise they won't actually move. Generally, if you draw the naval invasion and then hover over the activate button, it'll tell you why they don't want to move. Spain wants to give us forces, but they need to defend their land. Okay, so Soviets are arriving, so let's activate our tank and the other line and see if we can push them back. Can you guys stop moving and just take some land? Fantastic, glad I could help. If only we could get a good dent into Africa. Okay, you guys are all just undersupplied. Why aren't you backing up? Oh, because it's one zone of supply. Okay, well how about you come down here and do a naval invasion. Oh, we've already got the naval invasion going. Fantastic. Draw a line, go get started, and let's actually move some more of you over to that. I can imagine. Have you played some of the bigger nations to get started with the game? Because I feel like it's quite important to get a good idea of how the mechanics all work. Before playing some of the minor nations. Fuck. Don't retreat into people, please. Yeah, Nazi Germany over 10 times. Brazil is probably... It's probably not a bad choice, to be honest. It would be quite big and have some decent starting resources, I would imagine. Just takes practice. Every time you have a run, you'll get better at it. Ooh, we have a chance to close off some pockets here. Stop that. Get in there. I like how Soviets gave us some paratroopers to assist in this in our efforts. Okay, we're slowly winning down here. Once we close this bubble of Belgium, it'll be a fair bit easier. Cool, we're pushing back the US over here as well. It's a big country, but all countries of America are protected by the US. If you declare on any South American country, you declare on USA too, and things get fucked up. As far as I was aware, the US didn't come in until they had completed... let's have a look. The US couldn't actually get involved until they had completed this. But I suppose if you're pushing quite hard, then they might rush that. But yeah, it was my understanding that until they had this, they couldn't actually get involved with the wars. So you had a chance to expand quite early. I might be wrong though, I haven't actually tried to play over there yet. Maybe I'll do a South America game soon. Because I have had a lot of fun playing as a smaller nation. And South America would be an interesting choice. Can we close this bubble soon, please? Good job. Yeah, I'm Australian, so I've had I had a solo game as Australia that I had a lot of fun with. But I do have some pretty big demands here from Jack for doing Switzerland. Cool, we're winning in Africa. Let's have a look how Asia is going. Meeting some resistance from the Netherlands. Are you guys moving up or just shuffling around? How about we improve dockyards here? Alright, we're making destroyer 2s, we have spare dockyards. Let's improve heavy cruisers, destroyers, and convoys, and you guys. Check our resources again, we need a bit more oil. Let's grab some more from Venezuela, assuming they actually get it through to us. Never fought against Australia, are they strong? They start out pretty damn weak. Up to 25 military factories, 30 divisions. They don't have the most manpower, but they have the ability to take all of these islands while everyone else is busy. I didn't have a full playthrough as them, but I think it's definitely viable. Okay, this front line is closed right down, that's great. This top one is getting pushed way back now. Once we have Gibraltar, we can merge our navies up and then try to invade England. Okay, there's a lot of fighters there and none over us, so let's move our fighters back up. Can we improve the radar here? Yes. Let's get radar improved. That'll give us a bit more vision over England. We've created a pocket. Let's see if we can tighten the noose, because that is an awful lot of people. Just 50k people standing here. We've got better anti-tank guns. I need to start building that better artillery. Go better anti-tank, upgrade to mechanized, get better recon. Upgrade our tanks. I think we'll start building some better medium tanks. Will that help us? Oh, we do need better light tanks actually. Never played as allies. My grandpa fought for Germany, so it was my honour. Fair enough. I haven't actually played as the ally. Oh, I did. I played a game as the US. That was purely to see how the mechanics of all of that work. I played Australia as fascist, so I could actually be aggressive. Okay, we need to start building the next tier of anti-people guns really. Artillery. Improved artillery 3. Or advanced artillery even. Do we only have the one line? Alright then, we have spare factories, so we'll chuck another line on you and push them up. We certainly don't need as much doing infantry equipment as we do replacing artillery. Okay, that makes us need some steel. Haven't needed any steel for a long time. You guys are tightening this. We have a bubble. Crush all of these guys. That's gonna be 15... 30... Yeah, another 40 or so thousand losses for the US and Britain. I love making these nice little bubbles. The US are holding on alright down this end. They have very low organisation, so move in there please. Down here is going quite well. How is Asia looking? Slowly pushing. You guys could push a bit quicker though. Open up that bubble. And you certainly don't need as many people there. Come join this line. Oh yeah, I played as America one time but turned them fascist. All the first few games I had, I was supporting fascism in the US just from the start to see how that went. And it was quite amusing to see them flip about 4 or 5 years in. But it also meant that I had a very easy time as the Axis. You guys can do what you want, I guess. Hey, the Soviets even gave us some tanks. How nice. Okay, that's going very well. We have enough to modify our government again. We can get better motorized. Naval invasions in North France again. Crush that, please. Or we can get a Chief of the Navy for better raiding, or decisive battle. I think we want decisive battle. Are you guys moving up? No. Please keep moving up. Push into that and create another pocket. We've almost taken... what is this? Sumatra. Soviets want to send us another 39 divisions. No, you need those. We've got plenty with the 53 divisions. Although that being said, they are pretty undersupplied on equipment. Cool, that's 2 bubbles and a lot of deaths for the US. Let's have a quick look how losses are going. So this Allied war, we've lost 1 million men. UK's lost 1.3. The US has lost 800,000. So it's 2 to 1 in losses at least. Hey, these lines are broken again. Just want you guys assigned to that, and you guys can be all assigned to that. Okay, you know, I'm not Nazi, I don't care about Hitler or the Reich, I care about the people who fought for it, so I really like them. Yeah, I just find it interesting playing different styles and different regions. Oh, we're liberating stuff for Spain now. How nice. Let's continue this purple line, since all of the Soviets should be assigned to that. I wish the different zoom levels on this were handled a bit nicer. It's a bit annoying having several layers of zoom that don't really work how you would hope. Block those guys from moving in. See if we can overrun these, what, 22 divisions? Asia, how are you looking? Pretty good. You're getting there at least. How about one of you goes and clears all of that? And let's actually set up another naval invasion from like there to there. And give you these guys. Go when you're ready. Okay, we have night vision, so we're going to be better at fighting in the dark. I think it's time we upgrade to mechanized too. The US has a fleet down here that we're slowly fighting and sinking. At least with whoa, that is an awful battle for the US. I forget that they've got the Philippines. How is Africa going? We almost have Gibraltar back. He fought for his nation, not for the Reich, not for Hitler. I was watching a very, very interesting documentary from the 70s by the BBC going completely into detail about World War II that I would very highly recommend watching. It's something like 25 or 30 parts long, and they're all about 45 minutes to an hour, but it's a completely different tone you get from any of the like more recent documentaries on World War II. I enjoyed it a lot. It was incredibly interesting. It was called BBC World at War, and a lot of it's on YouTube. Yeah, our Unity isn't that great, but that's one of the issues with going communist, I think. Okay, let's push them back properly. Oh, that is a messy line. There we go. Cool, we have Gibraltar back, so let's merge up our army, our navies I should say. Are we building? No, we're not. Cool. Did I accidentally tell these people to... No, I didn't. Why did we lose so many convoys? Ah, okay, just because they're travelling from Venezuela. Okay, so we've got all of our fronts pushing in Africa now. Where are you guys? Slowly moving up. Can you guys close that gap? Because you really don't need to be standing that far away. I haven't played as Japan yet. It'd be quite an interesting challenge, I would think. The Soviets are getting quite low on supply. Cool, we have level 1 Marines. Let's switch that to level 2. That should give us a free division. Let's modify that with our abundant resources. Probably give them a couple artillery. Movement is slower, their attack is still good over rivers. Let's give them engineer company for better movement, a recon company, maintenance company, and anti-tank, I think. Plenty of hard attack, soft attack, piercing, that should be great. And let's change them to elites to get things as quick as possible. And let's swap the infantry training for Marines. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's probably a good number. Do we have more unassigned people? A ton, okay. Tanks, you need to go into red. Cavalry, you should be in the garrison army. The rest of you, we want 1 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. We can go 5 of you into there and switch you to being motorized. And the remaining ones can go into the front line, for the defensive front line. Puppets will join your faction. The biggest problem is Japan should be the Soviets. Never invade Russia in the winter. Whoa, that is a lot of US troops. Okay, we're winning quite substantially in Africa now. Another naval invasion, hey. Can you guys push in there? Where are they landing? Nowhere we can see. How is Asia going? Getting there. These people just need encouragement to actually move. How about we tell all of you to work towards the capital and all of you in the middle to go for the port, and you guys at the top can kind of just go around, I guess. I don't have the fleet up there just yet to be able to. My fleet got wrecked when the US joined the war. Okay, let's have a look. 48 enemy ships. We have a fleet of 61. Let's give them our 5-star guy. And also we need to reassign all of this to the right fleet. Not Asia, the regular one. Actually, I should split out the submarines. It's not. I'd rather have the death stack for now. Let's send them convoy raiding and see how we go. We'll start with just the bay and see how we go in combat. Was it so hard to beat Germany? It took me like an hour. But I also had the French Commune, I had the Comintern fighting on the Eastern Front, and I was on the Western Front, and they kind of just melted away. Poland has a very small army, but it is doable. Yeah, here we go. Let's see how this combat goes. We're sinking a lot of US stuff. Well then. This is going to be a very painful battle for the US. We'll let this fight finish and then I'm going to have to take a break here. What did they lose? Holy fuck. 13 destroyers, 3 carriers, 7 battleships, 8 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and 3 planes. That is nuts. Okay. But now some of them are going to split off to repair. They are all splitting off to repair. Okay, you guys need to fix that bubble you've left. The US are making a stronger push back now. Okay, we've got better destroyers. Let's get the next level. We'll have the best destroyers we can possibly build. Destroyer 3. We have a ton of points, so let's give these guys faster engines and better torpedoes. And let's swap. No, we do want some heavy cruisers. That sounds good to me. Damn, I think the US lost a major portion of the fleet. They certainly did. And they are losing... Oh, we lost some convoys just to their planes. I should really take Malta. What other combats have there been? We're losing a fair few convoys, which is painful. What was I going to check? Any more naval battles over here? No. Let's move this fleet from there to covering that. Oh, we don't even need it there. Send them to cover the Philippines. And I'm going to put a break in here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. Please check out the links under the video and have a look at my other content, my other social media or social media locations, and I'll see you in the next video.